Hello, my name is Tyson Cheney. I am really great to speak to all of you out there and develop this YouTube video inspired by my son Tyson Taylor, who is an autistic child in a special needs classroom, who 9 years old, who was suspended from school March 22nd. Okay, I received a phone call at work from the principal letting me know or explaining to me that he and another child were coming in from outside and the door was closed. I don't know where an adult was, and to this day the principal still stated that an adult was nearby, but how close nearby wasn't close enough. Tyson proceeded to try to open up the door. The little guy behind him, who's also in the special needs classroom, beckoned for Tyson to leave the door alone, leave the door alone, leave the door alone. Tyson then turned around and scratched the little boy from here to here. Anyone who knows anything about autistic children know that there are no two same cases of autism. It is very different as night and day, as different as genetics. After that whole incident and everything, Tyson was also separated from his classroom with his peers of 8. He was sent to another classroom. The other little guy was able to stay in the classroom. So I'm sure this made Tyson think that he had done something bad, which it wasn't a good thing, but he is special need. Okay, I didn't know he was separated until I went up to the school last Thursday. Well, last Thursday, went up there to have a talk with the lead special ed teacher as well as the principal who called me to let me know about this incident. I didn't know until that second when I went up there to get my son that he had been separated. Upon speaking with the principal and the lead special ed teacher, they thought it was best because Tyson drew blood. My 9-year-old son with autism, who is also on a behavioral plan, was suspended due to assaulting another child, which is totally ridiculous to me because I don't know how you assault a child when you're autistic and you have behavioral issues anyway. So right now I'm in the midst of filing a formal complaint with the state, as well as going through my procedural safeguard notice, Part B of the Individual with Disabilities Education Act. Also, my parents' guide to special education in Missouri. I feel like the school district of Hickman Mills School District has totally let me down. Since my son has started Truman Elementary, back at Truman Elementary, because he once went to Truman Elementary and the kindergarten and the first. We moved out of the district for very good reasons, but now we're back. So with that in mind, my son didn't start Truman until the end of August. We had his end of August. We had his first IEP meeting September, and we also had to go back and revise it due to me not feeling that he was getting everything that he needed. So, as it states in the special education in Missouri, right here, I have marked some pages in order to, how do you go about filing a formal child complaint and everything. And in here, it raised a very big, very big suspicious thing in my mind, because in this incident with the 2 children, the principal did not have to suspend Tyson. She could have made up her own mind and took it into her own hands on how she was going to handle the situation. And this is right here, the compliance standards and indicators on what I received from the principal herself. It states, school personnel may remove a child with a disability who violates a code of student conduct from their current placement to an appropriate interim alternative education setting, which is what I found my child in, basically, in another classroom, or another alternative educational setting, or another setting, or suspension. So I feel like they basically went for the worst off, which was to suspend him. They believed that it wasn't much. It was just a 1-day suspension. My thing is, he's autistic. He is special needs. He's in a special need classroom. I work for the state of Missouri at a state school for children with disabilities. We could never, under any circumstance, reason, pretenses, suspend any of our special needs students if they scratched us, which we get scratched, kicked, bit, everything. We cannot suspend our children with special needs. We have to correct the behavior. We have to learn to work on the behavior. We have to make up stories to also help these children to learn that this behavior is not acceptable. So what did Tyson learn out of this whole message? Well, he learned in order to get out of school, he might just end up scratching a kid, because that was the consequence of everything. In Tyson's mind, all he wanted to do was know, when were we going to 54th Street, Mom? So this fight right here is going to be a long one. It's going to be a strenuous one. But I feel like I'm doing it for so many parents out here. But right now, I'm just starting with my own. So my next video will be with Tyson, speaking with him, letting him, you know, basically explain what happened, because he can't explain what happened. Nobody knows what happened at the door when these children were trying to get in, because there was no adult there. So, sorry. Stay tuned. Thank you.